the 19th of December, 2024, updated. 11:15, the 19th of December, 2024, email, 130, view comments. It's one of the most rampant conspiracy theories around the world, but there's bad news for flat earthers, as a world-renowned physicist has given his damning verdict on the theory. Professor Brian Cox, professor of particle physics at the University of Manchester, bluntly claims that if he met a flat earther, he would hit them over the head with Newton's Principia. This book by Sir Isaac Newton, also known as Philosophia Naturalis Principia Mathematica, lays out the principles of time, force, and motion that have guided the development of modern physical science. Newton's work, first published in 1687, laid the foundation for the understanding of a spherical Earth as part of his broader contributions to physics and mathematics. However, if flat earthers aren't willing to read the full 466-page Principia, Professor Cox has a simpler explanation. Speaking to Lard Bubble, he said, "Because of the implication, can you imagine if every time you get on a plane and fly somewhere, then the person who's in charge of the plane is part of a vast conspiracy that's trying to deceive you? Just imagine that." Indefinite time, elapsed time, 0 seconds, photo image of Lard Bubble stories. Do aliens exist? Professor Brian Cox answers your questions. Honesty box, share, play. Watch on YouTube, Loch Ness Monster. 2.7K viewing now. I transitioned to become a boy. Now I'm suing those who encouraged me. 49.1K viewing now. Smartest man in the world shares what he thinks happens after we die. 4.7K viewing now. People who believe the idea that the Earth is disc-shaped rather than round are called flat earthers, because Earth's surface looks and feels flat when we walk around it. The conspiracy theorists denounce all evidence to the contrary. The leading theory suggests Earth is a disk with the Arctic Circle in the center and Antarctica, a 150-foot tall, 45-meter, wall of ice, around the rim. Proponents of the bizarre theory also claim the Earth is stationary in space rather than orbiting the Sun. However, Professor Cox points out that if Earth was flat, airplanes flying across our planet would eventually meet the rim. By this logic, all pilots on Earth would have to be in on the conspiracy. How nervous would you be on the plane if the people that are flying it are actually just keeping you in the dark about the real nature of reality? Professor Cox asked. How does that make you feel? You'd never get on a plane again. Professor Cox points out that if Earth was flat, airplanes flying across our planet would eventually meet the rim. By this logic, all pilots on Earth would have to be in on the conspiracy. Stock image, the flat Earth theory. People who believe that the Earth is flat are called flat earthers, because Earth's surface looks and feels flat. The conspiracy theorists denounce all evidence to the contrary. The leading theory suggests Earth is a disk with the Arctic in the center and Antarctica, a 150-foot wall of ice around the rim. Proponents of the bizarre theory also claim the Earth is stationary in space rather than orbiting the Sun. Learn more, learn more, learn more. Nutritia UK, Nutritia UK. The physicist went on to joke. That would be great, 'cause then when I'd go on holiday, I'd never bump into a flat earther, because they don't travel. Professor Cox's simple explanation has delighted many fans on YouTube. Commenting on Lad Bible's video, one user wrote, "Can't believe the flat earthers think they know more than this guy." Another added, "That is a wholesome way to describe flat earthers," and one joked, "If the Earth's flat then I'm King Charles' brother." The news comes shortly after one of the internet's most famous flat earthers finally cottoned on to the truth. Jeroen Campanella, who runs the popular Flat Earth YouTube show Geransim, traveled to Antarctica as part of a trip dubbed the Final Experiment. Mr. Campanella witnessed firsthand that the sun doesn't set during the southern hemisphere's summer. Hundreds who believe the Earth is flat gather at conference. Indefinite time, elapsed time, 0 sec. Demute, current time 0. Stroke 035, T, full size, G need 10. Read more. Flat earther travels to Antarctica to put. This debunks the belief held by flat earthers that Antarctica is an ice wall where the sun rises and sets every day. Stationed in Antarctica, he says to the camera, "Sometimes you are wrong in life and I thought there was number 24-hour sun. In fact I was pretty sure of it. And it's a fact, the sun does circle you in the south. So what does that mean? You guys are going to have to find that out for yourself. Believe in conspiracy theories? You're probably a narcissist. Researchers say, people who doubt the moon landings are more likely to be selfish and attention-seeking.